everybody, it is IceArtix here. I realized that one of my videos is very outdated and I would like to make a new version of this video with better research and visuals and everything involved because the last one had so much potential but I think it flopped. So this video will be on the topic of Darkstalker and why I think he's a psychopath. Now you're probably thinking of like an axe murderer or something when I say that, but the reality is that 1% of the population are psychopaths, and it's probably even more common due to how rare it is to be diagnosed. Also a disclaimer, not every psychopath acts in this exact way that I'm going to be talking about. Like many mental disorders, psychopathy is a spectrum with it affecting each person in a different way. Sometimes these symptoms are looked over so much that psychopaths don't even realize what they are. And it's not something that can just be treated with medication or therapy, you just have to live with it. So with that out of the way, let's start off with describing what a psychopath is and how it relates to Darkstalker as a character. Psychopathy is under the umbrella of antisocial personality disorder. This can result in a lack of empathy and remorse, which can lead to a bout of other issues. It doesn't necessarily mean that they don't care, it just means that it's near physically impossible for them to feel what others are feeling. They can understand emotions, however. Most reactions to other people's emotions is just to comfort the person, but not out of true empathy. Darkstalker is shown comforting others, for example, like when Indigo goes missing and Fathom is wrecked emotionally. Darkstalker comforts him simply because he feels like it is what everybody else wants out of him. Due to this lack of empathy, many psychopaths find it easy to manipulate others for their own benefit, and as you all know, Darkstalker is infamous for this. From enchanting Clearsight to only be able to see the good in the future, to getting Queen Vigilance on his side to get what he wants. It's not hard for him to do because he doesn't feel bad for them. He knows what he wants and is willing to change whatever he needs in order to get his way. Not all, but many psychopaths have a face that they put on to attract people, to make it easier to manipulate them. Darkstalker is seen multiple times charming others so that he gets his way. To add to it, he enchants an item to make himself practically irresistible to anybody he meets, simply because his natural charm didn't work on one dragon. And ultimately, that's why he had to get rid of her. Some psychopaths portray a higher sense of self, and by that they mean they value themselves over everybody else. There's a reason why he wanted to be king after all. He's the big, strong, animus dragon that wants to take over because the way that he thinks is right, and no one else matches his wit. Of course this flips over on him in the long run a couple times, but it's still a trait that he has. Psychopaths can in fact gain attachment to others, despite their lack of empathy and many other usually undesirable traits. This is seen with Darkstalker as well, with him having a partner and multiple friends. Psychopaths also have a habit of being easily bored and losing interest in things quickly, which comes in as Darkstalker becoming eager and desperate to connect with Keeley, due to finally finding somebody that surprised him and didn't bore him. When Darkstalker realizes that his own actions led to things crumbling around him, he becomes sorry for himself and grieves for what he could have had. For example, when he realizes that Clearsight is long gone, he freaks out and begs for her to return to him, even going as far as to enchant Fierce Teeth to be exactly like her. And when Foeslayer appears and makes him realize how twisted he has become, he cries, not for everybody else, but for what he lacked. And ultimately, that's what causes his second downfall. Overall, I think I gathered all the evidence I need to prove that Darkstalker is a psychopath. He demonstrates many of the common symptoms and has many moments that further prove my point. I'd like to think that my hypothesis is correct, but of course we'll have to check in with 2E first to confirm. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed my analysis video and I hope to make more in the future. I'll see you next time.